Now notice here that she has boil over, but at the end she didn't have boil over. Wow. Now you see she sabotages this hook in 0.3 seconds, immediately turning to a hook that she can't even see behind a wall. Now you may be thinking, oh, well, she may have saboteur. She doesn't. Now she goes to the, once I turn around, she goes to the hook behind another wall, knowing it's there. Sabotages that hook in 0.3 seconds, all with a brown toolbox, as you'll see in the end. No saboteur. Now you'll see here, once I pick the Jill up, she goes and sabotages the next nearest hook, of course, in 0.3 seconds as normal. It is worth noting this is a third hook she has sabotaged in this game with a brown toolbox, as you'll see later on. But sabotaging takes 6 charges off a toolbox. 6 times 3 is 18. A base toolbox only has 16 charges. So she's gone over the limit of what the item holds. And she doesn't have built to last, and no one had Streetwise, so that's not an option. And it is worth noting here that sabotaging takes 3 seconds base time. Once again, notice here that she has boil over affecting me and is down on my debuff section, but she does not have it at the end of the match. Notice here the generated progress on this gen, and the next one I go by has 0 progress on it. At right about this moment, Mikaela got on the first gen I had just passed by, as per the loud notification sound from surveillance. Again, worth noting that is one of the 2 gens with 0% progress on it when I pass by it. As you're about to see, she completes the generator in 24 seconds by herself, considering Jill and Claudette are right in front of me on the gen I just kicked. What? How? Notice you're about to see her vault the window here, because she just came from the second gen that I had passed by that she is now working on, which in and of itself is a very, very quick movement, considering she had to go from the farthest gen all the way around the barn to that window. Now, considering how fast she was completing generators, I decided to go check on the next one that she would probably be working on, and she has it already at 50% in 20 to 30 seconds, so I overcharge it. It was at about this moment that Mikaela jumped back on, after a full minute and 10 seconds of regression with overcharge, jumped back onto the generator that I had hit with overcharge earlier, which was at about 50%. Now the baseline at 100% regression rate, a generator regresses at 0.25 charges a second. The overcharge will not meet that until being active for 12 seconds, and then progresses further. So, for 12 seconds, it regressed about 3 charges, and then for the remainder of the 58 seconds, it would have regressed about another 20 or so charges. She's finishing those generators way too fast. So taking all factors into account, including the 2.5% base regression, the generator should have regressed about 25 to 30 charges in the entire time, but she goes and completes it in about 25 to 30 seconds. Yet, of course, that math doesn't add up, considering it's 1 second per charge if it's one person. In her case, it likely was. Even if it was 2 people, it wouldn't justify it being done that quickly, considering the amount of charges that were taken off of it, which would have put it at about 20%, 25% completion. All my frustration aside, which I will save you from, as you can see, she had no Boil Over, no Built to Last, no Saboteur, no Streetwise in the group, no nothing, and a brown toolbox. Now, it is entirely possible that later on in the match she got a toolbox, but it still doesn't exactly explain how she was sapping hooks in 0.3 seconds, considering this next clip. You know, me destroying a hook with an Alex's toolbox and a cutting wire and a hacksaw. The fastest combination you can have, aside from perks.